Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions Global, let's look at the upcoming releases of Winter Viktora and Winter Vinera. I'm going to be perfectly honest, I'm not super familiar with these characters. I totally skipped them when they came out in JP, and I didn't read up on them because they weren't released in Global. But we can read through these skills, we can learn about them together. I will say though that both of these characters, they appeared in the top 50 arena that I was playing last week. From their release, Christmas Viktora, she was the more popular one. But the last couple weeks, I think, since we started in February, Christmas Vinera has gained some popularity as well. We'll talk about that more in detail later. But let's look at Christmas Viktora first. Cost 80, move 3, jump 2, and then attack range of 4. She is a main job sniper, so she'll use bows. And then sub-jobs are Double Gunner and Paladin, interesting combination. She is in the top tier of the tier lists of both Game 8 and Ultima. But she's kind of tanky, she can take a hit or two. And then she has good damage as well from distance. Okay, here are her stats at level 99, and I guess these two units are only going to go to 99 at first in Global. But that looks pretty good. Maybe agility looks high. Okay, master ability, water units will get HP and water attack up. And then for herself, spent AP will go down 20%. That's pretty good. Okay, limit burst. Let's see, some range, some AoE. Let's see, big damage, and then cast hide on herself, and then also a chance to blind people that she hits. So that could be good for evade teams. They like blind. Okay, but sniper, these are the main job skills. Slow shoot, lower the agility. Aiming, this is a TP skill. This will raise range by 1 and also defense penetration, so that's nice damage there. Barrier break arrow, very useful. This will break whatever barrier the enemy has, even if it's like 3 hits or something. And here's medium damage plus move -1. This is a 100% chance to go off, so that's nice. And then Dispel Spread, another one of the better attacks here. Will remove buffs from people in there. Pretty good damage as well. EX job stuff, we'll skip that. Okay, then sniper sub commands. Paralyzed Trap. This is a TP skill, so no damage, but has a chance to stun. That's interesting. Target Share, this is another TP skill, AoE buff. Will raise attack and then also Beast Slayer. That's interesting. That's different from like the raise projectile attack that you see from like, what is it, archers, I think? Hunters? And here is Arm Shoot, very low damage, but maybe don't act. And then support abilities, the Sniper 1, projectile attack up, luck up, and then long range, range +1. And then Counter Smoke, that is a counter ability. Before they are hit, they will lower the accuracy of the person attacking them. But yeah, a lot of the same skills as Nivlu. If you've used Nivlu, you know that she's capable of a lot of stuff. And this Christmas Viktora should also be very capable. But I think the Christmas Viktora is going to do more damage, so that's something interesting there. Next, let's look at Double Gunner, the sub-commands. And Double Gunner will be nice because this has some AoE stuff, some close range stuff, so even if the enemy gets close to Christmas Viktora, maybe she can still do some nice attacks. But the skills that we know, Stun Shot, TP skill for stun, self-buff to raise, evade, and defense. That's nice for her because again, she's a little bit tanky. We got the Quick Shot for small damage, Double Shot for chaining, Split Shot again for close range AoE, It's a weird kind of pattern of hit, but it does come in handy more than you would expect. And then the horizon shot for a big AoE in front of her. And then a tune-up for more defense penetration and agility, again raising her damage. And then just the standard projectile attack up. And then reaction ability, the predictive fire, I think it is. I don't usually like to use this one, but yeah. Alright, and then finally Paladin. Saint Heal for some restore. Divine Grace to raise her max HP. Sentinel, that's very nice to keep her alive for a turn. Saint Wall, again, for some physical barriers. People that use Agrius, like that one. Blade Bash, I don't know if you're ever going to use that. Attracts Blade, I also don't know if you're ever going to use that. Support ability, HP and defense up, that's very nice for a typically squishy character. And then reaction ability, Paladin Guard, to guard against physical damage. So it looks like she has a lot of stuff to protect her from physical attacks, but maybe not so much magic, so maybe with her you want to stay away from magic attackers. The greatest counter to her is going to be 9S. He will be a lightning element, so he'll get the lightning advantage, and then he will have good projectile resistance, so he can survive the hits while getting close to her. But 9S is not coming out for a while, so Christmas Viktora is going to be kind of hard to counter for a while, I think. Okay, and then Trustmaster. Let's see. Active ability, raise own jump by 1. I really like Trustmasters that can raise your jump, like Kiton's Trustmaster as well. It comes in handy in strange times. A little bit of HP, some accuracy, and defense. That's pretty good. And yeah, you can cast it at range. You don't even need to cast it on her, so that's cool. Ah, here we are, resistances. So good resistance to pierce, that's interesting. 9S, he does have the pierce attacks, but 9S also has slash as well, so he'll have a way to get through. And yes, weak to lightning, strong to fire, immunity to, or some immunity to sleep and slow. Fine, okay. Alright, so that was Christmas Viktora. More obviously the better unit of the two. But next, let's look at Christmas Vinera, which has been more popular lately. And maybe the best counter to her is Orudoa, so if you have her, dust her off and you can use her. But Christmas Vinera also cost 80, also move 3, jump 2. Main job Pugilist, sub-jobs Ninja, and Spellblade. But she's kind of a magic tank, but she can also evade and then do good physical damage, because she'll do mainly strike attacks, and there's not a lot of people that have good strike resistance, and then also there's not a lot of like equipment and vision cards good for strike resistance, so she kind of has a niche meta going around her. Okay. Alright, here's some stats at 99. HP looks very good. Attack looks fine. Agility is fine, okay. Alright, master ability, we can probably all guess, but Earth units will get HP and Earth attack up, and then raise own attack by 20%, so that's nice. Her resistances, right, 10% slash, 15% magic, so that's very cool. Kind of reminds me of like a Christmas Mashiri or Kirufe. Weak to wind, strong against lightning. Immunity to confuse and don't move, and a little bit of charm. Okay, limit break. Medium range will break earth resistance, that's always nice, and then big damage. Single target. And then we have Pugilist main commands. If you've used Rarudo, then you might be familiar with these. But TP skill will raise own max HP, and also raise defense, that's nice. Here's an AoE buff. Let's see, 3 turns will raise, strike, attack, and then for herself raise defense, penetration. That's nice. Here is a move and attack for small damage. I'm always a fan of those. You can go through walls and stuff. Here is a very short range AoE, medium damage and man-eater. That kind of reminds me of the Viking job. And very short range attack here. Has a verticality of 2. That's kind of funny. Let's see, big damage, and then the more times she is hit in battle, the higher her damage will get. So, interesting skill. I don't know how much you can count on that. Okay, next, Pugilist Subcommand. Another TP skill. Will raise a percentage of her HP. That's cool. Let's see, short range attack, medium damage. Will break attack, and again, the more damage that she has taken, the greater the attack down break will be. And then some support abilities, HP and attack up, and the other one is accuracy up, and then raise the chance of her repeating strike counter, which is her counter ability, for 2 hits. So that could be interesting for maybe chaining, breaking barriers as well. Okay, next, Ninja Subjob. This is where part of her evade is going to come from. But self-buff, raise her accuracy and critical rate. Hide, lower her hate, that's nice. Poison Cloud, this is a great movement skill, especially good for the tower. Shuriken, non-elemental slash attack. And then Doton, that's the non-type attack for earth damage. That's nice for going through defenses. 3-hit slash attack, that would be good for chains. And then, of course, the usual support abilities, agility and luck up, that would also be good for evade. And then move and jump +1, that's very nice for her. She already has the jump +2. And then the poison reaction ability. Okay, and then Spellblade Subjob, this will raise her ability to guard against magic. But magic resist, magic barrier. Let's see, Stone Blade. I didn't see that her magic was very high, so I don't know if I would use that. Attract Spell, if you wanted to draw the magic attacks to her. Bioblade, that's also useful for tower, if you want to poison some guys. And then, let's see, this is a support ability, raise the magic resistance and also lightning resistance. And then the magic guard reaction ability. Part of the reason why she's been more popular lately is because Megamont is weak to strike attacks, and so Vinera can be good against him. Okay, let's look at the Trustmaster. Cat Santa Hood. We'll see what they call that in global. Armor, decent HP, 10 evade, that's nice, 8 defense, good. And let's see, a TP skill, self-buff, raise, move, and accuracy. Interesting. Okay, so that was a quick overview of Christmas Vinera and Christmas Viktora. I don't think you can go wrong with either. It's going to be a little while before their counters come out. And we saw like Christmas Viktora do great in the Asarotol Invitational Tournament, and then Christmas Vinera, kind of a sleeper hit here. Okay, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.